I've been crying. See, these are my funeral shades. Y'all ain't know nothing about these. Are my funeral tissue shades, and I've been crying all night long because my girl has quit on us. She quit before she got a taste of the short men. Do you hear me? She quit before she got some of that 5'8" from Short Man Tate or her TV husband, me. But ladies and gentlemen,
TV
I think
husband.
I'll stop crying for a few moments. My tissue shades, and just say, welcome everybody. We are back to recap this episode of Power. It's the big homie J-Mo down at the bottom. It's Nita the Diva over there. It's Muchella over there. My people, how y'all doing tonight?
Hey.
What's up? What's up?
You can't call it, man, other than this is the oldest preschooler. This is the oldest preschooler you ever seen in your life.
Man.
The oldest. The absolute oldest ever.
People, when I was saying that yesterday, people made it seem like I was thinking too much. I'm like, man, come on. That's
well, at the end of the day, J-Mo, all this stuff is fictional.
Right.
And you just need to keep in perspective it's fictional, but there are some parts of the fiction you do want to pick on. And God may love me, that is a part of this fiction we have got to pick on. I mean, can you imagine? Let me tell y'all something. When I go pick up Elle from her daycare, if I want to see a head like that, Elle ain't going to that child care center no more.
Boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, something ain't right. You know.
Nah, something ain't right. So before we get into it, let me shout out the people. We already have got 212. Now, my wife broke y'all record from last week. Yesterday, during a football game, mind you. Yesterday, me and my wife got to 1,250 people congruently.
You know that record ain't gonna last long, though. You know it's going down today. It's getting taken out.
We'll see. They came in here to see Crystal, boy. I mean, boy, they was having fun with her. I was about to start thinking, damn, you Professor Meekum, they all trying to make jokes with you. And then she started calling y'all's favorite chef. I forgot what was her nickname. Chef, I forgot. But she had a nice nickname for the chef. So
Chef
we're gonna
Def.
get into it. We're going to get into the whole thing of what's going on. But before we start, let me get everybody's opinion, and I'll start with you first, Nita the Diva. Summarize this episode in a quick minute. Your thoughts, your likes, your dislikes.
Well, the table scene was the most iconic scene in Power. Book 2 goes. That infamous table scene where Dirty Diana, she came with a wrecking ball, ready to wreck shop. So that was the highlight.
Nita, wait a minute. You think I'm gonna just let that? Why she got to be Dirty Diana? Let me show Nita.
That's what everybody did for her today.
Nita,
she did the family dirty.
Ain't nothing dirty about that smile.
Yeah.
That is the smile of a winner. That is the smile of a winner. But finish your thought, Nita.
And the other highlight is when Davis, Lord have mercy, he tore Professor Carey up. Tore her up on that thing. It was, I don't know, it was bad. I just felt so bad for her. I was like, sheesh.
I did not feel bad for her.
Okay.
I know you feel bad for her like that, but I just felt bad for her because I was just like, girl, how you come back from that? I would have been like, are you slut shaming?
Slut shaming.
See, that's what Crystal said. Crystal was like, you up there basically slut. But you know what? I told Crystal the same thing. It was all relative to the case. Everything he said was relative to the case.
Plus, he added himself in there, so he can't be slut shaming. He put himself in the mix. It ain't like he was saying, you know.
Theirs was a long time ago. Both Whitman and him was a long time ago.
So
he still added it in. Right. He didn't.
Right. But, I mean, they're all relative to the case. Because the lead detective, then, you know, we got the lead counsel. So it's relevant.
Go ahead, Moochie.
I thought this episode was good.
Mm-hmm.
Davis McClain, he handled this. He was on the stand like he was boxing. He was taking them all down. As far as Jenny Sullivan, she was doing all right until that cross-examine came. And then it was like, it blew the wind out of her sails and she was done after that. And then once I saw Diana in there, I knew the story was going to go right back to the house. Because, you know, she was going to tell everything after, even though she wasn't supposed to. But we'll get to that later. As far as with the whole supper, she cooked up dinner and they ain't even eat it because everybody was so mad.
That dinner was that dinner was spicy.
The only one that was eating was Lorenzo.
And let me tell you something. That stuff looked good as hell too. Look at that cornbread. Boy, that looked like that's some sweet butter cornbread and her no meat gumbo, boy. And then she got the sweet tea.
The sweet tea.
Talk to me, J-Mo. Talk to me.
Hey, she served that dinner with some spice, boy. That was hot. That dinner was peppery.
Right.
Yeah. But this episode was all right. It was cool. To me, I think they tried to do too much in 1 hour. If they'd have focused on the courtroom and the dinner scene and maybe expanded and focused on that, it would have been a great episode, a perfect one. But when they tried to throw in the Ocean's 11 heist and Tariq is mastermind, he didn't even know Mecca. He couldn't even go into his house without getting caught and beat up. But now he know the plan to take him out and get everybody. I think that was a lot. And, you know, seeing Drew and old boy choke each other out and bust a bane. You know, it was funny, man. It had its moments to me, but the dinner scene in the courtroom, that was good. That was fire. That made the episode to me. But without, you know, I think they should have did that Ocean's 11. That should have been damn near a whole episode type thing. You know, and expand on it, make it more detailed. They had to make it fit in with all this stuff going on and so short. You know, we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Let me shout out. We got super chatters in the building already, my people. We've got a new super chatter, new to the team. My man James Holloman, new subscriber, loved the channel. Episode 8 was fire. I'll co-sign that with you, my brother. And then our big homie across the pond, Miss Sweet November, in January, says, "Hey, family, we are here. We're breaking yesterday's record with the wifey, Moochie, Nita, and my girl. Hey, dropping them hammers. And don't forget about the big homie, J-Mo.
They left me out. It's all good.
He will be having an after party on his channel when we get done. So you guys make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Everybody link is in video description. And just some housekeeping notes for all the people that's wondering. Yes, I've got some celebrities coming through, so be ready for that. First and foremost, as of next week, Hightown's Crystal Lee Brown, she played Janelle on Hightown, Acito's boo thing. I'm going to ask her the tough question. When Acito gave her that expedition in prison, did she give it back or did she keep it? And I'm going to also ask her, how in the hell you going to have the king of the Cape in a twin bed the size of my baby's bed? You can't do that. I'm going to ask her all the tough questions. That is going to be next Wednesday at 9 p.m. You don't want to miss that. Then, this week, I've got 5-time CrossFit winner, Will Powell. He also runs the natural bodybuilding circuit in the state of North Carolina. He's coming through to talk about his reality TV escapades. Is he going to go back to CrossFit and getting fit this year? Then on Thursday, I got the homie E-Man. He's coming through for the Power Talk Thursday at 9 p.m. We're going to talk about him being in the news everywhere with Recast T'Challa. Last but not least, next Tuesday at noon is me and Mark Dark. Mark your calendars. This channel, we trying to bring y'all the fire and keep things nice, warm, and fun. So,
I see you got a full lineup, man.
I got a lineup, man. I gotta keep it spicy, man. I can't wait for this one right here, though. I can't wait. She's the first female I've got that's an actress on the show, so that's gonna be a fire episode. Come check this sister out. Let's go ahead and give the people a replay of the most exciting event in this year's Power, and y'all know where I'm going. My girl Diana dropping down birth certificates like it's the ace of damn spade or the big joke. Here we go.
How about the fact that you fucking some dude named Dante? She's fucking lying. I'm sorry, let me clarify real quick. I mean Zeke's dad.
Ooh,
what the fuck is she talking about, Mo?
Fucking lying. She's a
That wasn't my dad. That wasn't my dad. Wait, auntie?
Jesus Christ, Zeke, what the fuck? That ain't your fucking auntie. That's your mother.
No. What the fuck is she talking about?
Look at it. Look at it. You little fucking bitch.
the paper.
She went all the way out. She burnt everybody except for Poppy. Everybody tea got spilled. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
She mad at everybody.
Diana, when she put that thing down and she was trying to tell Zeke to shut the hell up, her finger went like, she went like she was rolling dice and shit.
Right.
Look at that.
Right. All you see, Lorenzo. Why? Right.
Them bullets was coming real fast.
I know. They was like,
right.
Oh my God.
Tori?
What is going on?
And then when they the audacity to call Diana a bee, call her a liar, and Diana was telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and then she had the receipts to prove it.
Boy, she had that in her pocket ready.
Yeah, man. So, Moochie, I'm gonna start with you. We're gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna start in court. We're starting in court. So Jenny's in there talking about Tariq don't need to get the benefit of being a buyout. Meth McClain finds out she's got this damn skinny dippy tape with Lauren wired, goes to the judge, and the judge is like, you're gonna have to let Meth listen to the tape. Moochie, talk about that first scene and what was going through your mind.
All right, first I'm gonna say, did y'all peep the black lady?
Man, her facial expressions. Right.
Like, do this look like a murder? She was like, no. But with this scene, she thought once she had this tape that this was going to be everything. And at first it was. They was scrambling and didn't know what to do and didn't know how to handle it. But Davis McClain was like, I got this. Don't worry. But this does look bad.
All right. J-Mo, what you got to say about it?
Man, they tried to put her little opening statement together, but it really was kind of weak. Because to me, she talking about you going to hear out of his own mouth why. He really ain't say nothing other than he know that the book wasn't about Brayden. He didn't say, it's me. I did everything. He ain't say nothing incriminating. And they really have no motive. Now, can you put somebody in jail without a motive? Yeah, I guess, But the way she was talking, she made it sound like they had him red-handed. So, I don't know. I think if the trial did go on, I think that they could have got picked apart. It was flimsy, and he got the good lawyers and stuff. So, it wouldn't have been a slam dunk like she was trying to make it seem. And, old girl, she was up there all into it like she was talking with her girlfriends, the black jurors. She was, ooh, nope, nah, girl, and all them faces or whatever. She was killing it. She was embracing that role, right? She came ready to perform that day like, no. So, I don't know. Davis checked her ass, though, talking about, what you mean, some tape? Ain't nobody told us. Hold up. And, you can't be pulling out no stuff like that in the damn opening arguments, and the defense ain't had a chance to review it, so that's what's up.
Okay. Nita, talk about this. And I ain't feeling this Jenny after what she tried to pull on Yaz last week, so you are free to destroy her however you want to destroy her.
Yeah, it was weak. I do agree with Jay. I think the whole case is kind of like, it's whack. It's not even airtight. It's everything is circumstantial. So if things were to play out, I'm sorry. I hear echo. Y'all hear echo?
No.
No. Oh, okay. If things were to play out, I'm just saying he probably would have won anyway. Because what's the lady in the jury? She was already gonna make the jury hung because she already picked Team Tariq.
That's all. She was like,
They kept on putting the camera on her too for some reason. I wonder why they did that. But
somebody said that's Michael Rainey's. They said it's Michael Rainey's aunt in real life. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what somebody said.
Know, right? That makes sense, right?
She said, I can act too. It run in the family. Watch this.
Hey, look, I'm trying to get me a role like that, man. I'm trying to get me some TV time making faces and cutting eyes and stuff like that. I'm trying to get on somebody.
Well, man,
when
you working on it.
Introduced the tape, I knew that Davis was going to immediately, object that. But he could have objected Carrie getting on the stand as well, but he didn't want to. He could have objected that because they got to have the stuff in advance. So you can't be pulling, just people out the blue and say, I'm about to put him on the stand. If he had objected it, he would have been within his reason. But he wanted to tear her ass up, so. So that worked out in his favor.
Man. One thing I will say right quick is how they going to say this boy killed a veteran police detective and took his gun and killed another. How he do that? That's the thing. Like, why he do that? How he do that?
And we know he can't fight it, so we all know he ain't do it.
Right.
I mean, I would immediately look at Tariq as a juror, immediately look at him and say, damn, is he even 100 pounds soaking wet with 3 bricks in his hind parts and concrete tied to his shoes?
Right.
How he going to not only, first you got to beat the cop up to get his gun, then you got to take the gun, then you got to blow him up. So
right. That's just a lot.
You got to prove that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jay, this is all for you. It's all for you, Jay. So we had DJ Twizzy, the weed man, the coke man, the drug man with his damn Dare shirt on, Dare to keep the kids off drugs.
I ain't even noticed that.
Trying to sell drugs to be the new supplier for Braden and Effie. Effie took one taste of that and said, bruh, if you don't get out of here with this Clorox powder, what the hell you think you're doing? Take it away, J-Mo.
Yeah, Effie, she straight G, boy. She done tasted the little sugar over here like an old, 80s cop movie or whatever. And she talk about, well, we got clients with expensive taste. Man, what? These are kids, man. They gonna do whatever they need to do, man, in that school, man. It's better than nothing. But she ended up going without. I guess the whole point of this scene was to show why that Tariq came up with his little master plan because they ain't got no product. But, at the end of the day, I'm sure they would have probably took this in real life and tried to do something with it. Braden said he used to hit him up and use it all the time. So he go to the school. He got expensive taste, He may have a bloody nose like he was in the Tyson fight or something afterwards, but we saw his brother ain't give a damn. He was ready to have that drip coming up out his nose or whatever, leaky faucet. So, but this dude came in like, what's old boy that Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with the suitcase full of drugs, man. I can't think of his name right now. I'm getting old, man.
Carrot Top. You talking about Carrot Top?
No, the real person. Johnny Depp played him in the movie. He ended up blowing his brains out in real life with a shotgun, man. They gonna say it in the comments. Who is the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas had the briefcase full of drugs? I'll see it in the comments, man. But anyway, that's
Gonzo?
what he... No, it ain't Gonzo. No, it ain't White Boy Rick. It ain't Crybaby. Somebody will put it in. This how many people in here. Somebody will know what I'm talking about. It's 800 people already. So,
that's light.
In 20 minutes.
All right.
Not Heath Ledger.
Go ahead.
I'll see it in here. I'll look while y'all go ahead. But yeah, that's who he remind me of. No, not Boston, Georgia. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Nita. Jump on in there.
The thing that the thing that I really wanted to point out is that how willy-nilly Brayden was just about to give all the money up without even testing, without even. I guess they tested. I don't know, but he was just so eager to just give it up, and I'm just like, I'm so glad he was there.
He was trusting his brother, Nita, because this is his brother's drug man. So he was just going by what his brother been getting. I'm thinking to myself, your brother ain't never had no real product. The minute your brother gets some real product, his life is going to be forever changed.
Right. Yep. So good thing Effie was there.
Yep. And Moochie, we're going to bring the hammers to you, but I must say, look at the way she licking her finger.
It was good enough, huh?
Bruh, if you really trying to get young men not to do drugs, don't have her be in the face of it, because that's going to make them want to know what she got. Go ahead, Moochie.
Well, with this scene,
it's Hunter S. Thompson, right quick.
Suspect to me.
Yeah.
Like, them meeting in that hotel room, it just seemed crazy. He was, and then he already, to me, Brayden pointed out the red flags, but still wasn't paying attention. You got us meeting here. You usually meet me at Dave and Buster. Yeah, like, to me, he said, I ain't seen you in a while. He might have a problem where he got a little situation going on with the police. And you in this room, I'm not trusting all of this. Then the way Effie did that with her finger, with all of the fentanyl, because they time
right.
in the now, right? They living in the now, and what's going on in the world today. People's dying from just being close to fentanyl. So imagine if that was a bad batch.
Right.
So I just thought about, it's just little things. But overall, I liked the scene. I liked the way she played it like a G and showed how smart she was. And, Brayden, he's got to stop being so gullible.
Man.
Right.
And I remember the name. It's Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nita, this one starts with you on the round table.
Okay.
We can't seem to get rid of Ghost. Ghost was so smart. He knew Tariq was going to be such a fuck up that he had all kinds of plans laid in place. You send the boy a letter because you know he was going to jail. And then you knew Tariq was going to get the family broke up, so he done made a plan if nobody else is available for Yaz. And she is about to go to a new family. Nita, take it away.
Man, I said this on my video. I said that family that is getting ready to adopt Yaz is Ghost and Ramona.
I said the same thing.
I ain't even think about that. Yeah, I ain't even think about that.
Same thing.
Yeah, that ain't crossed my mind at all. That's deep.
And the reason, Anita, the way he said you cover up her name, you bury the record so no one can find her.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
It's more breadcrumbs that lead us to believe that there is something. Ghost, you ain't doing 20 steps above. Like, you're not doing 20 steps ahead. I'm not even gonna give that to him. I mean, he was smart. I give it to him. But come on now, come on. It's too much. They doing too much. They leading the breadcrumbs to make me think he's still alive.
Me too. I agree.
Oh, so y'all still in the camp Ghost alive?
With this, yeah. Look at what they left now.
No, Ghost dead. But go ahead, Moochie. Make your argument.
I just feel like, for some reason, I feel like Simon Stearns and Ramona helped him get out of this. So, with him saying that she's going to be adopted to another family and her name change, it's just saying a lot. Hopefully, Tasha can get there in time to take her baby.
Right. But what you think, J-Mo? But Nita, that is a great. You know what you should have done, Nita? You could have made that a whole video by itself. Go get pictures of Ramona.
Yeah.
Go get Ghost. Go show how Ghost didn't never get the panty draw because his damn son
panty
He
draws.
had a chance to tap it. But
right.
jump on in there, J-Mo.
And you saw that she didn't come to his funeral either, right?
Right.
Well, why not?
I think I might look into that theory myself. That's a good theory, but
that's a good one.
That is a good one. But me personally, and if I do make a video, I'll explain it more. But I think Ghost is dead, and I don't think that he would do that with Ramona. They barely met. He ain't even, like you say, get the panty draws in Lamont's lingo, panty draws. So now he gonna give up his baby with her. Now, if he, in theory, didn't die and ran off to be with her, then I'm pretty sure he done got plenty panty draws since then. But
right.
But at the moment, I don't think that is the case. Now, one thing I will say is it was really good when Tariq got locked up and he came with the letter and he had all this stuff thought out. I was like, damn, that's dope. Simple, right to the point. Now he got another letter for this. So how many letters and things did he make? Ghost just sat and thought about every aspect in the future. Who he's working with, Miss Cleo, to put his wheel together. Like he just figured all this stuff out now. I mean, that's just overusing a great concept. It worked, but now it seemed like it's overused. Now it seemed like anything we watch, a letter might pop up. Oh yeah, hey,
right.
See, hey, what had happened was he wrote a letter. In case you didn't do this or that, you get half, or anything. You never know. So now, and also, if they wiped out the family, wouldn't they wipe out her too? I mean,
shout out to the homie Cambry Burris, who said if that was the case, Ghost could have a whole new family and start all the way over.
He probably is. That's his MO.
I keep looking at this.
To J Mo's point, because I'm with J Mo, I don't believe Ghost is alive. But what J Mo is saying, to continue this legacy of Ghost, they keep sprinkling all this stuff in there. A ghost here, a letter here, a trust here, a lawyer here. Damn, do we got a stripper in a club somewhere named Ghost? So that's how they keep tailored.
It's tailored exactly to the situation. Like
right.
It's a little too perfect, It's just a little too perfect.
Right. But that's just to keep the mystery, the mystique of Ghost going, because there are a lot of fans that don't want to let the brother be gone. So
that's true.
If I'm writing a story, I'm gonna placate the hell out of it too to keep folks talking. Mm-hmm. So now, Moochie, it's on you, and this is a long one, Moochie. You're gonna let me get through this.
We at 1K already, y'all. Just 28 minutes. Just 28. Not even a half hour. We at 1K. I told you that record coming down, blue.
Look,
200 away.
Talking about yesterday, me and my wife had, in the middle of a football game on Sunday at 3:00, we had 1,250 people, and we're at 1,018 right now. Y'all trying to break my wife's record on Monday night?
Hey, man, we got to do what we got to do, man.
Okay,
She's still there. She's still there with you to comfort you.
Yeah. Well, no, she's not. No, she's not, Jay. Damn, I'm tired of y'all talking about my lady, man. Where she's going.
Talk about her ass she feeds.
Talk about the deceased like that.
I can't wait till we get to that, because on my channel, people were saying some stuff about Monet, and I just want to tell y'all some stuff, man. On here, it just I don't know.
Can't wait. So while we've got this new crop of people in, let me go ahead and get y'all prepared. Next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, Crystal Lee Brown, Emmy-nominated actress who played Janelle on Hightown, is going to be here with me taking questions about her role as the queen of the cake to a seat-toes female. And she's going to also talk about the other things she's got going on in her career. And she's going to also talk about what might happen in season 3 with her and a seat toe.
Stop.
Is she going to be crowned the queen with a seat toe? That's coming. Moochie, you get ready. Get your questions ready.
All right.
Now, Moochie, the next thing we're going to recap is my girl, Diana. Yes. Finally, we're going to talk about my hero, my girl, Diana, who came through. This was the first time we seen her and Monet. Now, basically, Monet was in here just trying to give her the business, saying, what's going on with Drew and your daddy? They shutting us out. I need you to figure out what the hell is going on. And she kind of looking at Monet like, let me think about it. But then, yes, Lord, then the phone rings and she tells Diana another disrespectful lie. She said it's Zeke's agent. I don't even believe not one time she said it's Zeke agent has she met with Zeke agent. I don't even believe it. But anyway, guess who's on the phone with a rock that looked like he stole it from the Mariana Trench? Old Dante. Dante got a ring.
The Titanic.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like, except for the one on the Titanic was red.
Wasn't it a necklace? It was blue, I think.
The charm was blue like that, though. That was around the necklace.
Yeah, it was a necklace.
Yeah, man. And Diana is listening to everything. She's like, Dante, okay. And while she is listening in on Monet, your boy Kane looking like the damn Shining, peeking in through the door at Dante. And keep this in mind, like I said yesterday, Dante had this ring in a specific bag in his room. And the only person who's seen this ring in that room is Mr. Shining Kane. I believe that's going to come back to bite him in the butt when Dante get back home and figure out, ain't nobody else been in this room but Kane. So Moochie, take it away wherever you want to go.
Look, she's trying to win Diana back by telling her. She's trying to have Diana get back in her good graces by finding out what's going on with Drew and Lorenzo. And she doesn't know. She doesn't know. And with her getting that phone call, her whole demeanor changes. And Diana already has the letter D initial to figure out, to put it to who's who. So, what? When she goes in the room to go talk, she eavesdrops. She ear hustles. She hears the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Jump on in there, J-Mo. You want to talk about the Infinity Stone?
They stole it from Thanos up in here, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a problem. But see, the only thing I disagree with you on is you say it may come back to Kane. I think it's going to come back to Davis because he ended up with it. He going to have to try to get some money from it. He ain't going to just keep it. He want the money. He going to probably take it to a jewelry store. We already saw that Mecca did something with the jewelry store. Heist, he got problem connections with jewelry, whatever store. It may end up coming back around and he hear about it. Hell, they may end up like in the movie Snatch with the diamond. Everybody doing this and that for the diamond, end up back who really wanted it in the first place, and they figure out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. So
I agree with you, Jay. I agree with you, but when he putting the puzzle pieces together, at some point in time, when he don't need Kane no more, when he don't need Kane anymore, Kane is going to get it. When he start putting, but I do agree with you. I agree with you. Meth gonna get it too, because Meth gonna probably wind up hocking it.
Right. Yeah. And that's gonna be a problem because he got caught up in some mess right here with that. And you know, Tariq, I mean, they stole the dope and the money. Why he end up with the ring? Why he didn't get some money instead and just pay him? He got the ring. I mean,
Bobby Kane and them took the money.
Do you think Kane set that up for Reek to get the ring, knowing that Mecca might eventually come looking for it?
That's a good point right there. Yeah. So, you know, he probably did, because he could have said, man, I don't want this. Give me the money. But we didn't even see that. That's why I said they should have put this separate. And they could have expanded on that whole heist thing, you know, ironed out the details, made it so he didn't get from, you know what I'm saying, the hangar to the house in 2.2 seconds and all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And different, they could have did that a little better. That was a big idea, you know what I mean? They had 3 big ideas this episode, and I don't think it's enough time for 3 real big ideas to be properly conveyed in 1 hour, you know what I mean? So I think that's where but they could have did it. Yeah, you know, so... But we'll see what happens.
Nita, talk to us about this. Why your boy looking like 300, the movie? This nigga got like 4-5 samurai swords, got a helmet back there, looking like Sparta. That's what the hell it looked like he got going on back there. Talk to us about him, Nita.
Hey, he looked like a snack to me. He looked good to me.
Oh,
I don't know what you talk about at 300.
I want to rub on that.
I'm just looking at him.
Nita, let me tell you what my wife said, Nita, and I want
Sound like Bud. No.
When it comes to Dante and Lorenzo, she said of the two, they both similar looking, but Mecca looks the more better in essence. So, what you think about that? You taking Mecca, Lorenzo?
Yep, Mecca. I agree with Crystal. Yes, he could get it.
What kind of snack he look like? A damn molded banana?
What?
A molded
Why
banana.
gotta be a molded banana?
Right, where you get that
He
from?
look good. He look good. You just.
I mean, neither the one that said he looked like a snack. I mean, when I think of snacks, I'm thinking of healthy snacks that
Molded bananas.
Hey man, they say that's good for the bowels. Go ahead, Nita.
Oh my goodness.
But that ring, did you even see the case? Like it had the Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible opener. I was like, that shit was so
Nita.
cool. I was like,
Nita, look, I told my wife, I said the case is worth more than your engagement ring.
the more you crazy. Right, this the case. That thing. Oof, that he is attached to that because he keeps looking at it. He equates it to Monet. He is gonna go the F off when he finds out. And like Jay said, they did not dedicate enough time to this whole heist thing. Who got what? And I got something to say about the heist too. I got a hot take.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they could have did a whole episode on that. Damn it, 45 minutes.
That could have actually been 9.
Yeah, for real.
But it looked like they're going to expand on that in the next episode. I think I'm the only one on this panel who I'm fine with the way they did it. Like it could have been a whole episode, but I'm fine with the way they weaved everything together in this one. But I think what they're going to do is expand on it a little more in the next episode based on some stuff I saw in the trailer.
Okay. Yeah, and so Detective Diana, all you got to do is let a black girl get a sniff of something. She get a whiff of something. We coming. We're going to have a whole story, baby. And that's exactly
FBI, CIA, SBI, NCAA, the CIAA, y'all become every one of the damn government officials when something is a whiff.
The complete alphabet.
Like look, bruh, the food these black women, you better be Inspector Gadget. Hell.
Right, and she should have known that. I think Monet played that wrong. First of all, it felt like she was low key yelling almost, like she was trying to. Like she was yelling at him. I'm like, don't you want to keep your voice down? Like, I know, right? It was just a mess. So she got the whole thing. She got it all. It's all written out, plain. And then she took it a step further. Went in her room, started rumbling through everything. So,
yeah. Get off the horse, Nita. Get off the horse. Get off the horse. We about to get there. We only got one thing to talk about before we get to that scene. And a matter of fact, it's going to be your scene because right now it's on J-Mo. So, Jay, take a look at this.
Boy.
She was a bird.
Man, okay. For real.
So, Jay, we in here, and these parents is more worried about something else other than the trouble their daughter is in. The mama is worried about how cute Professor Jabari plagiarism was. And Lauren is up here like, man, I really ain't do nothing. I don't want to testify. And I don't know what the hell the daddy was doing. J-Mo, floor is yours.
Yeah, man, why they ain't got a lawyer for her? They not broke.
Right.
They gonna they just gonna get forced into this situation and put her out there with killers to testify against and set up and all this stuff over what? Some pills in the room? Hey, look here, man. Y'all had my daughter coerced and tricked and blackmailed into doing this. We gonna get a lawyer. She ain't doing that. We out of here. You want to hit her with a charge for a couple pills? So be it. She'd have been better off snitching on Bruce Shonda than doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? She was scared of Bruce Shonda ass, wouldn't snitch on her, but she wearing a wire for murderers.
I don't think she know Brushonda did it. She could have turned the finger on both of them chicks that was in her room.
Right.
Because she could have said either one of them, it ain't mine, and they could have investigated their asses and got them in trouble.
She could have been like, man, y'all can test my pee-pee. I don't use drugs.
But I think, didn't she smoke weed with Tariq before?
I don't think so. I don't remember it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thinking of something else.
And they found pills, so they ain't find no weed. So, and then New York, ain't weed legal anyway?
Yeah. To a certain extent.
Well.
Yeah.
She should be good. Yeah, she should be good then. So, yeah, man, y'all need to get up out of here with this. You know.
Nita, take it away. And by the way, I guess I'm going to have to give J-Mo his credit. We are at 1,215. The record was 1,250. And we're still going to be up here for at least another hour. So I guess the record is going to come down until next week when Crystal returns at 3 p.m. But take it away, Nita.
Man. I think...
First of all, in hindsight, this all feels wrong. If you were going to call your parents anyway, you should have called your parents to begin with.
Parents.
And all of this stuff could have been, eliminated.
Say parents again.
Like, how you want to use your parents, but you ain't want your parents to know. And, make it make sense. Like, she shouldn't even have gotten manipulated in order to be in this position that she was in. All the points that Jay pointed out, saying that the other girls was in the room and she wasn't in the room as well, the drug test or something, all of that. But, the fact that you bring your parents now, but now she's over 18, so she got a legal signature, and so whatever paperwork she signed, she signed. Yeah, those are your parents, but at the end of the day, you're a legal, kind of like an adult, a legal adult, and so that was your signature. But I just really thought, I don't think it was thought out, but I guess she's young. I guess that's what they're trying to play into it. The parents, I think they should take Lauren back to D.C. I really do. I really think because of what all is going on at Stansfield, and she's caught up in the middle of it, and the different influences that, she was saying about Tariq and Malcolm tried to warn her and all this other stuff. She needs to go just withdraw and take her right on back down.
Nita, these do not look like the type of parents that's going to put their child in Howard University. In the home of the Bison. Shout out to my Howard folks out there, the Bison. Shout out to them. And they don't look like they want to put her in Georgetown either. I don't know. But I agree with you. Take her away. Take her away.
Howard homecoming, boy.
Finish this one off, Moochie.
Okay, with this whole scene, why didn't they have a lawyer? As smart and as much money as they have, once she came to them and told them what happened, they could have got a lawyer and had this thrown out.
You know what, Moochie?
They just rolled away with it.
Moochie, I'm going to tell you something about this family. This is obviously a dysfunctional mother and father because the brother strung out on something. They having guests over, and if you guys remember that supper that they had, there was a whole lot of looking across the table at other people's couples. So I don't even think these two is all that well attached.
They swingers.
Right. And swingers, maybe there's some other stuff going on too. But take it away, Mooch.
I know her mother, Lauren's mother's a bird, because she mentioned how good Jabari looked right in front of the father. Like you said, they might be swingers. Look, I don't know. And then someone else mentioned the fact that Bree Chandria had a blunt lit, but she put an envelope with pills in Lauren's drawer. So she had the blunt and she had the pills.
Got me brick. Support gaming.
Well, damn, Nita. Damn, Nita.
Women get away with saying another person look cute all the time, too, though. Men can't be in a relationship like, man, that girl was fine. Your teacher was fine as hell, man. What grade you get? And your wife would be all on your head, but she'd be like, oh, yeah, that teacher was cute. Yeah, he was fine. The man gonna be like, okay. Right.
That's what I feel like, bro. That's not realistic. That ain't gonna happen like that. Just stop it. You're checking them out to recruit them. So
recruit them.
Yeah.
You want to come to another dinner?
It's on you, Nita. Here we go. This is exactly what you was talking about. After Detective Diana got word of Dante, bunch of D's going on around here. Dante, Detective, Diana, Tariq. Oh, never mind. But anyway, Tariq. Here we go. She figured out and looked up in her mama's shoebox and found a Bible. And she flips to a page that says Ezekiel. And then Monet, I blame Monet for all this, Nita, because you got to be smarter than to leave something like this in your shoebox. On the front cover, it even had the name of the medical facility from which you gave birth right here in North Carolina.
Man.
Nita, take it away. Baby Zeke was cute as a baby, but damn, how old is he right here? You know, normally that's like a newborn. This nigga 6 months right here in this picture.
He look a little slow.
Oh my goodness.
He look a little slow.
The baby picture don't look a little slow.
Damn.
All babies look like that, Nita. All babies look like that.
He look like he don't know nothing.
He don't know nothing out the womb.
He ain't lie. He know that. I didn't lie. I ain't lie.
Oh,
right.
You
I
did.
didn't lie. You did. But I didn't lie.
Go ahead, Nita.
Yeah, Detective Diana, she put all that stuff together. And yeah, I probably, well, you know what? I even think I saw her look underneath the bed too. So I'm about to say I probably over. Yeah, I was like, if I could have put it underneath the bed, maybe. But I don't know. But she, like I said, she was tearing that house up, trying to figure out what was going on. And yeah, it was a bad look to have the actual Bible from the hospital. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, why she say the Bible?
She got everything. She pieced the whole thing together. She probably was waiting. And then she also called the hospital and found out that 1998 wasn't the year. 2002 wasn't the year. It was 1998. I was like, ooh, girl, she was doing the most. That's what we do. We got to get on the case. We on the case. We're going to sniff it out.
Nita, you know what I got to say about that?
Hey man, that's a beautiful smile. If I ever did see one, I ain't gonna lie, boy. That type of smile gets a.
Nita said she got more teeth than a T-Rex. That's what Nita said that day.
Hey, they shining.
So everyone in her mouth, even the back ones.
Yeah. Yeah, they.
Oh boy.
You know.
So. Moochie, I'm gonna come your way now, but let me throw something else in there too about this whole thing with. Oh man, by the way, the record is broke, ladies and gentlemen. The record from one day ago is broke. We have just hit 1,274, and it's probably going to go to 1,300 real soon. Shout out to an amazing audience. You guys keep turning out, showing out. Subscribe to everybody's channel. Their link is in the description. And we do take super chats, by the way, because we do enjoy being tipped for all the dancing we doing in here right now. We just ain't taking off nothing. So, Moochie, it's on you, man. I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to save my comment for when I go to Jay. Talk about what you was feeling when she found all this evidence.
She searched all over. She then made the phone call. She was just on her job with this. And she when she called the hospital, that was the taker. But I wanted you to highlight, if you could, Bella's comment.
It depends on where it's at.
It should be. Oh, it should be there. It should be right there.
Well, what did she say?
I'll just read what she says.
Yeah.
She says, how can you pass a 4-year-old off as a baby, an 8-year-old as a 4-year-old,
right,
a 12-year-old as an 8-year-old,
right,
etc., etc. Do you keep telling teachers he's big for his age?
Giant.
He was saying in the beginning too, though, right? I mean, even we questioned it too. Then we had the question was who was older. Remember, we had the Irish twins thing going on. And that basically was not it. She lied about his age.
Right.
I just think, well, I'll wait. But
Bella made a lot of sense.
When that's what I said yesterday on my thing. Like, so he 5 years old in kindergarten, and he telling people how they say, "How old are you?" "I'm this many." He put up one thing. "I'm this many." Like, you ain't one.
Jay, wait a minute. You wouldn't be saying that you got a nigga in preschool looking like a grown man. What you say?
Right.
Right there.
He's 5 years old, talking about he won. Like, dude, you ain't wearing no Pampers. What is you talking about, man? You 5 up here, you know how to pee. You got a beard. You got a mustache up here talking about you this many. You know what I mean?
It's potty trained.
Yeah. Like,
your mom ain't never have no diaper budget. You came out the womb knowing how to pee.
You know what I'm saying? He came out like a giraffe up here, right out, just started running, just walking everything right away.
Yeah,
but you know,
way, Jay, but let me shout out my super chatters. Just My Opinion Reviews. Y'all know him as my big homie Brandon Keith Avery. Link is in description. Coming through with the super chat. We did just hit 1,306. Well, we've been broken
in less than an hour.
So go check my brother out. Then the other super chat came from Mike Shun. I'm finally here. Y'all are doing a great job. Diana was hitting them with the Uno. Yes, sir. Diana was tearing them up.
Right.
J-Mo, it's on you, but I'm going to give you one more comment that involves this whole Diana finding this evidence and something else that we can't figure out here. So Diana got all the receipts. We know everything, right? How in the world, if Monet kept the secret from Mecca all them years, how did Mecca know he was named Ezekiel to put that tattoo on his arm? When did he find out all that? And who told him?
Well, Mecca was trying to say, Mecca was saying he had the tattoo first. And he was named after that because I had that tattoo first. So that's what Mecca was trying to say. The tattoo was first.
Okay, well then explain to me, why would Monet, whose parents want her, y'all saying the parents, push her to do her behavior?
And this all assumption. Because they never said it.
Named the son after the baby daddy who you ain't dealing with no more.
Well, I mean,
it's not his name, technically.
That's true.
That tattoo on his...
That's a Bible verse, yeah. Yeah, his name is Dante. Yeah, but
people did that a lot in the 90s.
Yeah, plus that's assumption because we don't know if the parents did that. That's people trying to rationalize and explain stuff the show should have did. You know what I mean? The audience is trying to explain stuff the show should have easily explained, but they didn't. So people are, trying to figure it out and come up with that, but that hasn't actually been proven. We don't know if the parents did it or she did it. We don't know.
Well, she did say that her parents basically took her and did everything. Remember how they were talking about how strict her father was? I'm just going by.
I mean, he wasn't that strict because she got pregnant at a young age. So I mean,
you can't control some kids once they get out of the house.
So that's what I'm saying.
Happened, and once she probably got pregnant, then he probably put the reins on and sent her down south and etc.
But that's all assumptions. That's what I'm saying.
Of course.
So we don't know. Like I say, she could have wanted not to have him. Just the opposite side of the coin. She could have easily, like he said, why you didn't hit me up? Just like people elope. You could have ran and left. You got a kid. You could have decided not to live there no more, and y'all could have went and lived in a Motel 6 for all I know. I mean,
but she couldn't find him. Remember, he said he was in jail.
Well, she said you left, and he said I didn't leave. I was locked up. But if she really tried to find him, I'm sure she could have. It wasn't that hard. I mean, people find. Look how quick Diana found all this information out, but she couldn't find out this dude was in jail. You know what I mean? Diana put this whole piece together, this dude's whole life, and figured it all out. But she can't figure out where Mecca is. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think she tried hard enough or cared. You know, so
well, we'll move on, Jay. Let me get.
Oh no, I just want to say one thing. I wanted to say right quick.
Hold on, Jay.
Right.
Will Lawrence, Carrie going to be in Reek's head the rest of the season after her death, but she earned it. I appreciate you, Will. $9.99 coming through, and then Happy Lee, 1978. Did Mo take out the teacher and make it look like suicide? We're gonna get there in a little bit, so just hold that thought. Finish what you got to say, Jay.
I'll make it quick, man. I don't see how Diana was able to put that together with calling and getting that information. Like, that's private information, and they just gave all this person's birth certificate, especially with identity theft and scams and stuff, and she just called on the phone and they give this dude all his information and birth certificate. She could have been trying to create a false identity or anything. So I know it's HIPAA rules and regulations. I don't know to the extent, but I do know that she would have at least needed to show more information than what she did. I know with my situations and things dealing in the medical field for the last, 18 years, you can't just get people information that easy, released, let alone she pulled out the birth certificate and slammed it on the table. So it ain't like they just answered some questions.
Or public records.
Not exactly, because you can't. That means I could go get y'all birth certificate and start a new ID, because you need to get a birth certificate in order to get an identification made. If it's public record, I could just go look you up, get your birth certificate, and start getting credit cards in your name and stuff. It ain't that simple.
It is. Yeah, it ain't, and nobody would have gave her the information over the phone.
Yeah,
you know, not like that.
And people say it's TV. They're making it up. You didn't have to put it that way. You can put other ways to make it stuff happen. I mean, you know, it ain't like they had to do that. Nobody's forced, so you know.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll move on, Jay. We're gonna start with you on this one now, Jay. No, excuse me, Moochie. So Moochie. This was Tariq and Monet. They all need money, so they're coming together with a grand plan. And look who's sitting at the head of the table. Oh, Tariq sitting at the head of the table, explaining the plan. Of course, Kane throwing sugar on it because he don't want to hear it. But at the end of the day, Monet loved the plan that he put in place. And then Tariq said, you know, we've got this other part we need. And Kane said, you know what? I'm going to need Drew to handle something with Little Guap. And they got Drew on board. Moochie, recap that one the way you saw it.
I saw it as Tariq being the mastermind of this, and as usual, Kane is jealous, trying to put up roadblocks in every situation, but he had to finally let it go and say, okay, it's a good idea, we're going to make it work. Because at this point, they need the money. But I feel like he did the second part of the setup, where they was talking about getting the money too. He knew he was going to try to set Tariq up too, I think.
Okay. J-Mo, it's on you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I see the comments. I see a lot of people are easily entertained, and that's great. You know what I mean? And nothing wrong with that. But when you're making, like, people say, oh, well, this is TV or this or that. I mean, have y'all seen, like, The Sopranos or The Wire or even Power Book 3 and other shows? Like, you can write shows when you're making it up however you like. You know, you choose what you're doing and how you do it. And so I just think that this was just a little forced to me. We saw Tariq couldn't even follow Mecca properly without getting his ass beat. But now he was able to put this mastermind plan together. You know, did it make me laugh watching it and this and that? Yeah. But somebody said something in the comment on my show the other day. It's like gangster fantasy. Like, this is like gangster fantasy to me. That's all, man. You know. Yeah, it's like gangster fantasy. Like, it's shows put together that are put together, you know, and it doesn't do that, you know, and it is what it is, man. So, you know, it was funny how he put it together. Braden is about to do all this stuff and everybody, and, you know, hey, whatever.
Okay. Jump on in there, Nita. Talk about it. Did you see the way Kane looked at Effie?
Yes,
a lot of people was thinking Effie was gonna have some heat for Kane. He cut his eyes at her like, girl, you look like a snack yourself.
Right. Yeah, I did peep that, and I think they wanted us to peep it because they put the camera right on him when, you know. So I think we're gonna get a little bit more them two. And plus, you remember, Effie asked about Kane. How close am I gonna be working with Kane? So she might have been giving him the eye the same way he was giving the eye to her. And then I also thought with this whole scene, I saw Tariq making the plans, and he's staying in the back in the shadows. He ain't got nothing to do with it. His hands is totally clean. He just brought everybody to the table with the idea. And Monet, she ate it up because when she said we're gonna blame it on the GTG, she was like, "Oh yeah," you know, because she don't mess with them either. And then when they added the Drew loop into it, we knew that he was going to hit the house, and I was just like, I think that is going to bite him in the ass. That particular thing, by him going to the house and robbing the house, the hangar is one place, but the house is something else. So I think Kane, I don't know how long his mother is going to save him, but I don't think it's looking too good. I
really believe Kane wanted this whole thing going on in the house to happen. I think that Kane is trying to set up either Tariq or something. I think that Kane, for as much as he hasn't been a mastermind for a couple of things, he has had some good plans, a few this season. I think that still in the ring is going to be on Kane, especially giving it to Tariq. I think that's going to be all on him. And we'll see. Right. Finish it up, Moochie. Moochie. Or did you start it?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay. Well, now we on Jay. J-Mo. They got the tape. And Meth McClain is basically telling Tariq, look, bro, all you got to do is hit this space button. And I can't be in here to hear it. And Tariq's like, bro, you're going to help me out. And then he finally gave him the look like, is you really ghost or not? And Tariq plays it and hears everything.
Yeah, you really ghost or not.
Take it away, Jay.
That right there was more realistic on how a lawyer would play it so that he could say, I didn't play it for him, but technically he did. You know what I mean? And so Tariq was a little slow right there. He talking about, why can't you just play it right now? He like, man, look, man, I ain't right. Tariq was slow, man. Everybody talking about how he a mastermind. This dude don't even pick up. That he told him, I can't press this space bar because it will play the tape. By the way, I got to check on something. Like, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Yeah. 1 minute you the mastermind, next minute you don't pick up that he giving you the clues to like listen or whatever. But anyway.
He definitely had a slow moment.
I mean, I'm like, what? But anyway, that was realistic on what a lawyer would do in that situation so that they would be covered. So, you know, Tariq heard it. And again, I think that's a weak evidence because he's not really admitting anything other than he knows that ain't Braden that he made the book about. That ain't necessarily saying he did it or it was him. So I don't see how that piece of evidence with that tape could be, putting him in this position of giving him a motive to kill both of these people or either one of them. You know? So, I don't know. I think that's just, they barely had any evidence at all and was frantic and ran for it. They should have took more time trying to build more evidence on them. But, yeah.
Okay, cool. Nita, talk about it.
Yeah, The part that, he must have had a brain fart, because I mean, he all but damn told you and gave you space and opportunity to listen to the damn tape.
Right.
So I'm a wipe it off as a brain fart. So, but the thing that irritated me about this scene is Sax, when he went chasing him down, and pretty much, what was he doing? What was the whole purpose of that? Like, he put milk in it. I was like, what is he doing? Like, it just didn't make any sense. And then he gonna physically say it that you heard the tape.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Sax had a brain shark.
Right.
I'm calling diarrhea.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting something. Maybe I'm missing it, but I just didn't understand why a lawyer would say that he heard the tape that he shouldn't have heard. Like, it didn't make any sense. Then dropping the dime on Carrie and all of that stuff, like, that whole thing was just whack to me. I don't know. I'm not trying to bring it down, the mood down or nothing, but that was the thing that really stood out to me, is Tariq's brain fart. The only smart person in there was Davis. He was the only smart person.
All right, Moochie. Jump on in there, Moochie.
I'm going to give the whole thing with the pressing a space bar and everything a pass, because you wouldn't think that Davis McClain would do something like that. And he also didn't know that he wasn't able to hear it. So he had to break it down to him in layman's terms, because he doesn't know the legal system that well. He's still a college student. He's not into law. So something like this he might not know. Now with this, when Sax came out to talk to him, he blew up the spot anyway and told how he actually told how they got Lauren under the gun with Professor Malcolm. She orchestrated all of it.
Do you think Sax did that to protect Lauren after the conversation he had with Tamika? What was Sax's purpose in doing that?
I felt like he did that because he does want to protect her, because he said, before you do some kind of St. Patrick-y thing, remember when he said that?
That was funny.
Right.
Like killing people and getting away with it.
See, you gotta remember, his father put a plastic bag over this dude, had to beat the shit out of him, and was ready to put a gun in his mouth.
That's true.
Right.
So he knows how ghosts get down. So he don't want to see that side of Tariq yet.
Right. Good point, Moochie.
Look, y'all forgot about that part, right?
Okay, Nita, I'm coming your way now. Lord, Moochie took us back.
That was a good part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Nita, this is going to be a couple of clips because it all ties together. All right.
Okay.
So, we still focusing on Cooper Sax, and all of a sudden, you hear him trying to have pillow talk with Jenny. He catching feelings and kissing her, and she's like, "Bro, redirect your aim when you inside of me." And she was like, "Is this better?" She's like, "No, not really." And then he tried to kiss her. She's like, we're not going to be like that. And then they break out and get up, and she wants to know, did you let your client hear that tape? And Cooper Sax damn near telling her yes.
Right.
And she's like, my client is in danger. My client is in danger. She kicks Cooper Sax's ass out. Now, you know Cooper Sax ain't had no girlfriend other than that plastic dummy he had in the original Power. His one good little taste of draws he done got rid of. She immediately gets on the phone, calls Professor Addiction, lets her know that Lauren could be in trouble. And like I said on my show yesterday, my wife, she goes looking for Lauren around the corner, and inside Lauren's room, when you guys see a New Age Gordon Cottrell from the Cosby Show, that is the outfit of a killer.
Gordon
Cottrell. And she sees Tariq in the room, and he's able to convince this woman she needs to do the right thing, Nita, and get on the stand. Nita, break all this down. How the hell you, a esteemed professor and a lawyer, and you let this boy who so young he ain't even got a damn full-grown mustache convince you to get on the stand?
Well, I think he was playing more towards her heart. because I think she kind of feels bad for doing it, but in a way, I feel like she didn't. Like when she was coming up against Lauren, she was being real sassy with her. But for some reason, Tariq, I guess, brought up that you was trying to protect the students or something like that. And then she was like, oh yeah, that was the thing that I was supposed to be doing. So I think he just kind of jogged her memory and brought back like the good part of her. Like, come on, where is she? I'm hoping that's what it was. But let's go back to Sax. Sacks
in the sack.
Sacks in the sack. In this.
Oh, by the way, Nita, we've got 1,404 people. Let me give y'all a soul clap.
Putting that record up there, boy. Don't test your Monday crew, man.
1,404 on a Monday night. Let us get 1,404 likes. Keep in mind, I'm having a contest. Who's going to get the record broke? I'll be back here with my wife on Sunday at 3 p.m. Can we get to 2,000? We might can. Finish it off,
When we get back to Sax, I'm sitting up here. I'm like, how do you mess up the missionary position?
Oh my goodness. Lord help.
The panty draws was messed up.
Nita, wait a minute, Nita.
Wrong.
Nita, if there's a position you can't mess up, it's got to be doggy style. I can see a dude. Look at this face. That looked like the face of a fuck up. Missionary. But had the same. And then he tried to kiss her, Nita. What in the world? And she was not feeling it.
They probably wasn't in the right headspace because they just got out of court. You know what I'm saying? And they know they're on opposite sides. They know they shouldn't even be fraternizing like that because it's just you run the risk of pillow talk and all of this. So I don't think she was just in the right frame of mind, especially since Davis shut her down when he did the objection and then he had to get the tape. So I just think she wasn't feeling it. She should have just told him, don't even come over.
Well, she had to make up, Nita, because she ain't giving no panty draws when he came to the office the other day when Lauren was in there. So she had to make up for that.
Right. But yeah, he had regular ass on the regular and he done messed the whole thing up. So now you got to go back to Uncle Nancy. We ain't no more sacks. No more sacks in the sack.
Then, not only did he have the draws, he had access to information.
Right. Look, he screwed all that up.
Moochie, take it away, Moochie.
I don't think he messed it up with her. It's still a chance that he will still get the skins again. Because now Laura didn't have to testify. The tape wasn't used, but she got beat up in court. So now, and then we don't know what the end result is going to be once they go back to court the next day anyway. So I don't think he messed up with that. He messed up with the pillow talk during this right now because it was too much tension, and I think homegirl was dry.
Damn.
Oh, my Lord,
they needed some K-Weezy up in that piece to get a little K-Weezy.
Sandpaper.
Hey man, well before I come to you, J-Mo, let me shout out. We done went to 400 and we done went to 1,427. And Jay, you can relate to what I'm about to say. If you know your poo-poo is as dry as the Sahara Desert, all you got to do is use that mouth game before the brother go on the inside. Take it away, Jay.
Tell them stop. Yeah, talk them questions down low. Start down flapping them lips down there. No, but the thing that I'm gonna take on this, man, which they do kind of show Sax in the sack a lot this season, but what tripped me out is we only seen him with her. I'm thinking that's his main squeeze. And she was tripping on him, kissing her like, hold on, what are we doing? Like, don't kiss me. We're just here to do bump uglies basically, but no kissing. Yeah, I get it if some people had that kind of relationship, but I thought that was his girl. So
Nah.
Sax is like, damn, he a loner, man. He ain't got nobody really there for him. She just needed him like as a little wham bam, thank you ma'am type thing and bounce. But you know, I'm with Moochie. I don't know if he messed it up all the way, but he should have lied better or shut up. You know, why he, you know, saying what he said and now he damn near got Davis and his own law license in jeopardy talking too much when he was telling her, yeah, well, that was Tariq's girlfriend. And she said, oh, so you heard the tape? I mean, of course he could have heard the tape. He's the lawyer. So that wasn't a thing. And then she said, did you play Tariq the tape? And then she kicked him out and called and do all of it. Like, you done messed up your man's that put you on, got you wearing the new suit and everything, got you looking like you about to make some money for a change instead of working for the government. And you got his whole law license in jeopardy because you can't shut up while you supposed to be handling business. You know, you big goofball.
Twice in this episode.
Yeah, twice. Big slip-ups. They could cost them their law firm or get them in trouble and having to go through changes they shouldn't have to go through. And so I'm wondering, when is he going to put Sax on the case to help his brother? I mean, there's only 2 episodes left. When you going to start having him put some work in that you needed? Because Sax damn near made Tariq lead. Well, Tariq really need him. But if I was Tariq, I'd say, man, don't bring his ass in here no more, man. I do not want him up here talking about confessing to did I do this or didn't do that or whatever. Like, man, he still talk like a prosecutor. So, yeah, you know, he gonna put his repeat business, his repeat customers, they gonna find somebody else. They gonna hit up the Cochran law firm or something.
Now that you say that, Jay, that makes me think that I think he should. It's like a conflict of interest. Like, he was a prosecutor and he was prosecuting his father.
Right.
And now you're on the defense
for the son,
trying to defend me, but not really. So it feels weird. Yeah.
So you feel like he should recuse himself?
Yeah.
Well, the next one is on you, Nita, and this careens straight from this to we's in the damn courtroom with Professor Addiction. Now, I got a question for you, Nita, because I know you're going to talk about how Davis McClain slut-shamed her, and he read her the policy of Stansfield that says there is strictly no fraternizing with students because you make the student feel like you're in a position of power and all that. Yeah. But considering he's had a personal relationship with Professor Addiction, shouldn't he have to be recused himself too? Take it away, Nita.
Well, he could have if... Well, you remember what I was saying, when you're supposed to have witnesses, you're supposed to know who the witness is prior to them taking a stand. And the fact that he didn't have a problem with that and he just went on with it, he could have, I think, if Jenny is thinking, she might bring that up. She might bring it up because it may play into, you know, either throwing out her statement or, you know, something like that. But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Yeah, you could recruit it. I can't.
Recuse.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if he wanted to object of the witness, he should have did it that way. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say that, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. Bella, Moochie talked about that black lady when we first started. You got here late, so to get here on time next time, we'll go back and listen to the replay, but Moochie covered that already. Now, Moochie, is your go. Jump in there.
Okay.
Now, be nice, Moochie. Be nice to Professor. Everybody can spin at them skins. Be nice to her.
All right, so Davis McClain already gave her a warning the week before. He told her if Lauren was going to get on the stand, he was going to light her up.
Right.
And he wasn't going to have mercy. Because all he cares about is winning. She got her warning. She switched it to herself. And he didn't have mercy. He already made her lose her job, where that's why she's working at the school. Because remember, they had that little scandal before. She was a prosecutor, he was a defense attorney, and they was messing around. So, well, my question is this. I know we just passed it. Can they dismiss Tariq's case because Sachs is sleeping with with
absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Jenny from the block.
It might be another one where she be teaching at the school next semester too.
Oh.
Okay, look, I'm gonna just leave that there. Davis McClain, he tore her up on the stand, and it's not like he slut shamed up because he put himself into it, and he was the second person he put in there. You were with me too, right? Yeah.
And me.
It was a long time ago. It's either yes or no. Was you with me too? Did I fuck you too? That's what he wanted to say.
You know I beat that shit up too.
You know what, Moochie? Me and Tate mad with Professor Ho, cause she ain't give the 5'8" and under brothers nothing. We mad with the hoe. But anyway, take it away, J-Mo.
Mad with the no, man. You know, I see why she ain't a prosecutor no more, because she sucked. She didn't even think about how he knows all this information about her and how she gonna come late to the game talking about she knew all this stuff. He gonna tear her apart. He knew too much. And she thought that Tariq, he made her fall for the okie doke. She was all big and bold, like you said earlier with Lauren. She was smart and confident, but with Tariq, she got all scared and everything, and he was able to outsmart her and get her to take the stand instead of Lauren. And so now she didn't even put much thought into it. And I mean, we saw the results. He knew more about her. He was prepared for the case. She had no skills in coming up with being a quick thinker. That's one thing that you have to be when you're a lawyer, whether a prosecutor or a defense attorney, is you have to be a quick thinker. You have to be able to come up with things quick on the spot. And she started fumbling over here, you know what I'm saying? And, she had butterfingers. She was dropping the ball every time, he came up in there. And, it just looked bad. But at the end of the day, I still don't think she needed to commit suicide. Now, I mean, you can say that's what everybody could say about anybody that does commit suicide. But she should have quit that damn job a long time ago and got another job. Why work there so long to the point where you felt that was your only... She made a mistake with that, and she should have just walked off after she got chewed up by Davis, put in her resignation, and started, updating her resume like he said. I think you need to update your resume. So that's what she should have did. Why working there anyway with all the people getting killed and stuff going on and you involved in all this messiness? You got credentials. You can work somewhere else. It's not like that's the only job you could have gotten. She's still young enough where she can go and get tenure at another university and move on. Stay away from the students and the faculty and the cops and the lawyers.
Everybody.
Right. She need to wear one of them, burkas. Make sure nobody see her, and she just stay away. Just do your job.
So J-Mo, I'm gonna come.
She need a key lock on them panty drawers.
Panty drawers.
Well, she got one if you 5'8" and under.
She need a chastity belt.
She said you gotta be this tall to ride this ride.
I like that. Hey, Lamont say, hey, I make up for them inches where it count, though. I make up for it where it count.
Exactly. Me and Tate would have gave her the best feelings of her whole life. That's why she dead right now. Ain't on this show no more.
Right.
She ain't know how to treat the 5'8" and under. That's it. But it's all good. Jay, I'm going to start with you now. So, the grand plan, this is part of what you don't like, Jay. That's why I'm starting with you. This grand plan to infiltrate Mecca, his house, and his hanger takes place when what did I start calling this dude? Chef Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid
comes in here. Yeah, I'm mad with him. I wasted a great name. I wasted a great name on him. Gave him a whole dedicated video on how bad this brother can be, and he wound up bleeding the hell out like Kool-Aid. He's Chef Kool-Aid. So Chef Kool-Aid comes in. He's looking for Mecca's weapon. Then the power goes out. And all of a sudden, you see Kane in the background like, oh, SHIT. He get a phone call. They raiding the hangar. It's Little Guap crew taking over the hangar. And then Mecca gets pulled to the side by Kane as he's leaving. It's like, Kane, I know something's wrong with you. Kane was like, this is something that I did to Little Guap and the crew, shutting off the power. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, Kane, I think you're doing too much, bro.
Right.
You're doing too much. So
why did they make him say that?
Because, you know, they got to give a little tidbit to us as the fans to try to put this story together. He's going to figure out this plus that ring. But J-Mo, give us what you thought about this whole thing and damn Chef Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Yeah, man. This was a big idea, and I think they deserve more time to put this together better than trying to fit it between, you know, the court and, you know, the dinner. And so I think they made some of this stuff a little rushed, like how he said that. They trying to, like, force some of the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay, my wife just told me the nickname she gave him yesterday was Chef Boyar Week.
Boyar Week. Yeah. You know, he could have been a good character. Power does have a history of killing off characters before you get to know who they are. We saw Monet kill off, what's the connect? What's his name? They killed him off. I can't even remember his name. You know, Cedric the Entertainer. Rico. You know, he brought in Rico. He was gone, you know what I'm saying? And Cedric the Entertainer. A lot of people come in and gone real quick. So, we never really got to know much about him. But, you know, they just kind of played him real quick. This whole thing with them in the hangar. We just saw an episode ago that Mecca come through surgical. His team got AR-15s. You see what I'm saying, in their hand. And me being a gun person, and I got guns like guns, I'm looking at their arsenal. They getting took out with handguns. Like, what? Really? We just saw they surgical and took out these people before they even knew what hit them. Just the previous episode, they had the beams and things and all of that. They was smoke grenades and they was surgical coming through with precision. Now they get took out by some gangbangers with handguns. I'm like, oh man, come on, Power. This could have been so great. They was in the Grand Theft Auto hangar up in here, GTA 5 hangar, got the little private jet, got the little Ferrari. I got a couple of them cars in my Grand Theft Auto hangar, you know what I'm saying?
My man said the Taliban got taken out by the gangbangers.
Taliban got it taken. Yeah. Somebody say I'm over your heads with the guns. They have rifles and things that shoot high rounds at a fast pace. Look at that in their hand. They need two hands, okay? That's what the military use. Okay? And you got people with like their grandma's handgun taking them out.
Jay, this had to be Jay. This wasn't Jay. This wasn't the starting five, Jay. This was like the third string of the bench that he had, the weekend crew or something.
Right. He got scrubs to guard his stash. Hey, look, I got the weekend crew to guard all my dope, all my money, all my planes and cars, the most valuable things. I'm gonna let my scrubs handle that. But everybody else, y'all know what I'm saying, we gonna go and do other things. Like, what? Anyway, man, it was funny, man. You know, it's things like this that the show, I just think it could have just been just a couple tweaks and it would have been perfect, man. But you didn't have enough time. You're trying to squeeze in a lot. And, you know, don't even with the Effie, and she took the keys and this and that, and the girl just standing there, don't know, and she closed the. Let's go on to the next one, man. It made me laugh. It was entertaining. I laughed at it.
A friend to the show, Tressa C, said the reason why they got took it out by corner gangbangers, she said, is because this is the World War I crew and they forgot to bring Captain America.
Captain America. That's straight GTA right here. They was the NPCs right here. They had the real crew of live players with the handguns, took them out. You know what I'm saying? They took out the NPCs in here. You know what I'm saying? What did he say? Grove Street.
Go ahead, nigga. Lord have mercy.
I can't come behind Jay with that. He pretty much hit it on the head. The only thing I will say with this whole thing about Chef Assassin, this is something like I know is a greater play at work, but for some reason I can't figure what it could be. Like, I feel like he's using Kane for something, but what is that something?
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
Don't you think part of it is to keep him close to Monet? That's part of it. I don't know if that's the whole meal, you know, but I think that's part of it.
I mean, somebody say
Monet, but Monet don't even know nothing about him, and like,
yeah, she's still slippery.
Kane don't know that he's connected to Monet at all either. Exactly. So when things go on with the family, he's running back to Mecca, getting his marching orders, and just telling Mecca little tidbits of information that's going on. And Mecca just sitting back, connecting the dots, like Pee Wee Herman, la la la, connect the dots. That's all he's doing. He's using Kane for information.
Okay.
Yep. Moochie, finish us off. Talk about this hanger and talk about Kane thinking he's smart, giving away the idea.
All right, the people that he got guarding the hangar is the second string people. You know, people.
Okay.
It must have been a Saturday. You got your number ones off for the weekend, so they didn't anticipate on this happening because nothing usually happens.
Gangsters with benefits.
With as far as with Mecca, I believe he took out the Chef Assassin, and I'm kind of disappointed in that because I wanted to see more. It's kind of like what happened with Uncle Benny. I thought it was going to be a real showdown between Tommy and Benny when that happened, and I was kind of disappointed with that. But okay, he's dead. But I feel like he had no choice because it was either him or Kane, and he knows he got to keep Kane alive because he's closer to Monet. He kept Kane alive because he's closer to Monet, and it was like, all right, I gotta take this dude out. And I think he knew it was coming for some reason because he was already getting prepared before they shut the lights out. So it seemed like he knew it was gonna be on.
Do you think he was worried about Mahoney's crew? You think that's what he was preparing for?
Look, they would have been better off saying it was Mahoney's crew instead of saying it was GTG, because now you run through Chef Assassin under the bus. If you would have said it was Mahoney's crew, they would have never put two and two together. But Tariq doesn't know about Mahoney's crew, so that's why that didn't come out that way.
Yeah, by the GTG crew being associated, Kane has associated himself to the whole thing.
Yeah, but you know he's not,
because Lil Rob, that's his people.
On Tariq's behalf, that was a chess move. So even if he did throw Tariq under the bus with the ring, who's gonna be looked at as being the orchestrator of this because he knew everything?
That's what I'm saying. That's like when Ghost was getting set up.
He never been inside that house.
But this the thing, when Ghost was getting set up by Dre, he didn't kill Tommy so he can isolate Dre. We didn't learn enough about Chef, and we have to make all these assumptions. People in the comments saying we got to use our imagination. They could say it. We're not supposed to be making it up as we go along and assume. That's fine and dandy, but like they could have just said something or did something. I know every single thing is not going to be there, but some things we're wondering like why it doesn't. I don't know. It just seemed it could have been a little flushed out. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's cool to see this and that, but like Ghost, if he would have killed Tommy to figure out that it was really Dre, I think, but we don't know his relationship with Chef. You know what I'm saying? So, like, from what we knew, he would kill by just giving him a look, and he'd slice a dude up, or, he'd give him a look, and he put the earphones in, and they said they've been together in war, so I thought they was cool. Like Lamont said, he made a video about dude. He thought dude was about to do so. I thought they was thorough. Next thing you know, he killed dude. I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? So
I think that was a show of force to Kane. Like
exactly.
I think Mecca is on to Kane, and that was just something to show Kane that he ain't nothing to be playing with. And did y'all see the scared look on Kane's face when
Kane was scared.
But he's already killed the man right next to Kane and choked the man out and did all kind of stuff. So like Kane know he not to be messed with, and Kane still robbed him. Like Kane ain't like.
Second time Kane looked scared, like, oh, this shit could have been me.
Right.
Man.
By the way,
he really thought he was gonna die for a minute.
I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. We just hit 1,523 people like 2 minutes ago, man. Y'all, I got to give y'all credit, man. Y'all turned them out. And if you're first time finding this channel, I also review Hightown, and we will have next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Crystal Lee Brown, Emmy-nominated actress who played Janelle on the show, Aceto's Boo Thing. She's going to come here and tell us, did she keep the damn expedition? And why she had the king in a twin bed. Damn, my bed's bed bigger than that. But she's going to be coming through. All right, Nita, it's time to get back to you. Now, this is going to be a big chunk of the scene. J-Mo didn't like none of this, but this is it.
What scene?
Now, they are orchestrating the heist, okay? Effie give this woman, well, first of all, Brady heals up homeboy, uses white privilege, and says, I'm a professional gamer. And dude just took it, bait, line, and sinker. He took it. Scared of a lawsuit. Don't you wish black people could run up on a security guard and say, you know what? I'm a professional gamer, and I'm going to hit your ass with a lawsuit unless you fix this power now, damn it. Yeah, let's see how that would have worked. And while he's doing that, Effie is able to manipulate a sister with a grandma story. Her grandma done passed out. I don't know what the hell happened to her grandma. A damn security system that she keep around her neck wasn't working because the power was out. She get the woman keys, and while she's got the keys, walking away like a G. And by the way, she looks rather impressive too. That chick can switch her styles up. Drew is pulling Little Guap up the stairs, and Little Guap is looking at Drew like he's a G at this point, saying, bro, I was wrong, blah, blah, blah. Let me pay you with some gold caps. And Drew is like, bro, that's it? What the hell am I supposed to do with these gold caps? Nibble on Booty Duty's nipple? And then Little Guap gives him a stack of money. They commence to getting in a fight. And people, if you didn't hear me yesterday, I'm telling you again. Whenever TV shows you a gun this close to somebody, just know that they ain't about to get shot. Okay, we knew that, so he ain't get shot. It's a fight, and Drew gets the upper hand on Little Guap.
Bust a membrane there,
and had him choking. He says, "Look, you ain't got the heart to do this." And then look, this is the face of a killer, my people. That's the face of a killer. I mean, his face looked like the half moon. If you go outside right now, look at the moon. It's a half moon that looks just like his damn face. Nita, take it away.
This is the one where I said I had the hot take on. So my theory on this is that I don't think he killed him. I think.
So you don't think he threw him down the laundry chute?
I believe he put him to sleep and dropped him down the chute, and he's gonna turn on them. He's gonna turn on them. He's gonna go back to Mecca. Well, you know what? He can't. I don't think he can, because GTG is his crew, right?
Yeah, they going, yo.
What is his crew? Or something like that. I think there's some kind of way. If he threw him down the chute, he gonna wake up in the trash can tomorrow and go snitch on all of them and tell Mecca what happened, because Drew tried to kill his ass.
He gonna wake up in the laundry chute. And he gonna be
The
on
rubbish.
the spin cycle in the washing machine.
The rubbish.
Right. And something. And if it's the laundry, that's even better because it's soft, right?
Nah, that was the incinerator. He went down.
It said rubbish.
Now you got
that
to
was the laundry.
neck.
Jump in there, Moochie. The floor is yours.
Look, you got to hope he ain't break his neck.
I like the way they directed this. I like the scenes, how they cut up the scenes, how you saw half of the screen on every.
I like the way they split it with.
The direction
I like
was
that.
nice.
I like the way they split this scene up. Someone asked in the comments, why was Effie dressed up like a schoolgirl? She had the little Red Riding thing going on. My grandmother, she hurt. She might have broken her hip. So,
Trying to look
she had
innocent.
the little Red Riding thing
like a
going on.
street
So it looked like she came home from school. So that's where they was going with that. They wanted her to look like a little high school student.
Well, here's the other thing too, Moochie. This building is for rich people.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, rich people, kids, is going to some kind of private school.
Exactly. So that's where they was going with that. You want to have her looking the part. And Effie is a G and a chameleon. She pulled this off, even though this was kind of far-fetched with her snatching the keys and locking her in there, but I was there for it.
Right.
I was there for it. I thought Drew handled himself pretty well, but he was too close when he pulled that gun out, where Little Guap got a hold of it. He should have been further back and let him get up a couple of stairs, so when he turned around, then pop and pop him. But that's what I'm going to think about that.
Jump on in there, J-Mo. Floor is yours, J-Mo. Floor is yours.
Yeah. I see people say we need to use our imagination, and some people say we use too much imagination, so I'm going to skip all that. I'll just go to the choke scene where they was fighting, Man, why they both busted? They both had a stroke in that damn hallway with the damn veins busting out. This dude's sweating to the oldies up here in the hallway, man. I just thought this did make me laugh a little bit to see them choke each other out. I mean, it wasn't even no blows really thrown too much. He just decided they're gonna try to choke slam each other, and I don't know. I think that I just wish they would have put more time so we could see more about this episode, because I think that was dope how they could have made the heist and everything. But what happened with the body? So Mecca, nobody will know about the body yet if they find it. Is he alive, like Nita said? So nobody, the body just went straight to the garbage dump or whatever. I don't know. I would have, I would have liked to see a little more on that stuff, man. I think 10 minutes they spent or 15 minutes to put all of that together, I would have liked to see more time on that. So I'm going to leave it at that, man. I let everybody use their imagination, and figure out the rest, man.
Shout out Dwayne Herndon. I agree with Nita. I think he's going to be the fall guy, laugh out loud, falling down the garbage chute, and the murders.
Yeah. I mean, we watched a show to see what they did with their imagination, right? They made it.
Jay, let it go. I mean, if they don't want to hear what we got to say as a rebuttal and our imagination to add to the story, just let it go. They ain't got to be here.
It's all good.
Coming to you now, Moochie.
Okay.
Coming to you. So, Drew done did his job. You know, he done choked out one of the Uso brothers from WWE.
Uso brothers.
Then he gets into Mecca's room, gets the ring, and like I said, the case that this ring is in is more expensive than my wife's engagement ring and wedding ring by itself. But guess what happens? Chef Kool-Aid decides to come back to get this gun. Drew winds up going into the war chest closet. I mean, damn, man, this dude got an arsenal in here that could take out every group of people that hate black folks. The QAnons, the KKKs, the BBCs. He can take out everybody just in this closet. And while he's in that closet, Kane is really trying to get back and save his brother. So Kane winds up getting back, distracts Chef Assassin, while Drew, looking in the background, is able to sneak out. Moochie, take it away.
Look, he was shitting bricks in that closet. Because you know he seen him going to get them guns. He texts Kane. So now, thank God, Kane came in there screaming where he could dip out.
Yep.
So then we know he took the ring and he took the bag with all the money in it.
And the drugs. Had some drugs in that bag. I know Mecca gonna be on a rampage next episode. This was good. It was just seemed like I felt like the chef was too gullible. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can say that. Yeah.
Then again, Mecca was so mad that it was believable. I'll say it like that.
This Moochie, before I go to you, Jay, this hurt my feelings more than what happened with Uncle Benny and Tommy. Because I mean,
man,
we saw the complete demise of the chef turning the Chef Boy You Weak in one episode. It didn't even take the whole 50 minutes. Literally 30 minutes of this episode was dedicated to showing you how much of a punk, Chef Boy You Weak is.
They could have let us know something. Why he treating them like that?
In retrospect, maybe that's why Mecca was so mad, because he knew he was going to have to kill this dude.
That's why we should have saw more.
Now he was already mad at him.
That's why I just wish they'd showed
us. You know, half of Mecca's problem.
For some reason, how is he getting the one up on him where he knows everything before it's happening?
Well, you know, one of the reasons why Mecca was mad was because when he opened this thing up and said, "Nay, I got to have you," she still denied him. And I do think some of that was weighing on his soul too. On top of all the other stuff going on, he was mad that this woman he got this $10 million ring, and she's still saying no. She's like, no. And so I think
she might not have a choice now. Look, I don't want to put my track shoes on. I apologize.
She always got a choice, Moochie. Jump on in there, Jay. She always got a choice.
Man, he should have came out busted and killed Chef. I mean,
might as well.
If I would have tried to do it a little differently, I mean, he should have came out and killed Chef. Kane shouldn't have been there. Then Mecca, it would explain why Guap body is in the building and why Chef is dead. Chef must have killed Guap, and maybe some other people that Guap was with killed Chef. Boom. Simple. Was that hard? I don't know. I don't know, man. People say I don't imagine. That's imagination for you right there. Have him kill him. Now he explains why you got dead little Uwap wherever he got thrown or squeezed or whatever. And this dude is dead. You still accomplish having both people killed in the episode. And, Mecca, we don't, have to guess and wonder why he killed his right-hand man. And now he's trying to still figure out what happened. It still looked like GTG did it because, you got a GTG member there in his building dead. Your man is dead. You see what I'm saying? It still would have gave Kane some cover because he would have still stayed because Mecca told him, no, you stay here. So now it's going to come back that he left. You see what I'm saying? Because the other dude going to say, no, dude left. And so now he would have been covered. You see what I'm saying? Everybody you wanted dead in the episode is dead. And everybody would have been cleared. And it would have looked dope. I would have been like, damn, that was smooth. I don't know, man.
Oh, wow. It's all good. Nita, finish this one off.
Yeah, I just think Kane got there in like 2.5 seconds flat.
Man.
As soon as he got the text, it felt like Kane was rushing in the... I was like, wait, what? But, look, that aside, I like Jay's idea. Look, he had all that artillery back there. He should have came out there, shot up Chef, got out, and by the time Mecca even found out what was going on, all you would have is Guap in the building and the people who did the stuff at the hangar. So, it was like, but you know what? Kane left that door open. So,
shoot the lock or something.
Some other kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Kane left the door
I got
open.
a rebuttal for that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Kane left the door open, but we never gonna know because Chef came back. Chef came back.
Oh.
But there's no sign of forced entry, though.
So they not even gonna know that he was inside of there. All they gonna see is that dude down in the incinerator, hopefully with a broken neck, where he don't survive it. If he survives it, then it's gonna be some other shit. If he survives it, and he able to talk, it's gonna be some other shit going on.
Moochie, why you want Jimmy Uso to be dead? I want Uso to survive.
He been expendable since the first season, y'all. And y'all know it. I don't know why y'all trying to feel sorry for him. He already burnt his bridges once he tried to shoot Zeke in the knee. And Drew lost it. That's the first time we seen a bad side of Drew, where he went in, where he blacked out and punched him in the face so bad where Everett got scared and ran off.
Right. Yeah, he expendable. That's
like,
true.
Oh my God, you're trying to kill him. I'm going back to college.
I'm going back to college.
I'm a nut.
Yeah, he definitely was expendable.
What game is that little guap is in a coma? Okay, if he in a coma, he can't talk. If he can't talk, he might come out with amnesia. Look, we don't know nothing.
Man, if he's in a coma, can we get another one of them scenes like when Lamar went to go get homeboy in the hospital and was choking him and he had the bandages wrapped around his face from being out? Can we get another one of them scenes?
That was funny.
Right?
That was funny.
All right, J-Mo, it's on you, my brother. So they done orchestrated this master heist in 2 locations, mind you, the hangar and the house. And now to pay off Davis McClain, and I don't know why Reek went with this, but he did. Reek got the ring. He gives it to Davis McClain, and he tells him this whole thing needs to be discreet. Take it away, Jay. What do you envision happening from this point?
Yeah, like I was saying a little bit earlier, we was talking about other stuff, but I think that may come back on Davis somehow, because like that type of ring, I'm not a big jewelry expert or whatever, but after seeing Mecca and how he do things, he not cheap. So we guessing that's at least a few $100,000 to maybe even $1 million or more. I don't know. And so, that may, because he can't just go to the pawn shop and take it. So he probably got to go to a jewelry store or some back channels. He got, high profile people all around. So who knows who he may know and what he may do. But it probably will come back. It's probably custom made. It's probably like her birthstone and probably got all kind of extra stuff he did. Because you see, he very detail oriented and remember all this stuff about her. He probably was engagement ring. It's her size, this, that, and the other. If it come back and he find out that his ring done popped up, he may figure out and hear about it and come to Davis, connect some dots, figure out Tariq, then see Tariq and be like, okay, Kane.
Jay, do you think that there's any way that Davis's brother is connected to Mecca back when they both got locked up? Because the brother been locked up about 20 years too. So do you think that could be the connection to Mecca, Davis's brother, and Davis' brother might have to vouch to get Meth McLean out of this trouble with this ring?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, depending on how their relationship went and how long Mecca was in jail, we don't really know how long, but he wasn't in too long because he went into the military. It couldn't have been too serious because from what I know, you can't get in the military with a felony. You can't go and join the military with a criminal. Back in the day, they say, "Hey, it's either go to jail or join the military." But that was before But that was before the 90s, though. That was in like the 60s, 70s. That wasn't in the 90s.
No, it did happen sometimes, like between 89 and like in the 80s, the late 80s.
Okay.
I want to say it happened to some people if it was their first time offense and it wasn't drugs. It depends on what kind of lawyer you had.
Yeah, see, Zeke was born in 98, so that's damn near the year 2000. That wasn't.
Yeah, I feel like you and I agree.
Yeah, so I don't see that, so I don't know how long and what the case may be. Probably wasn't in long or for nothing serious, at least not having felonies. And, just like any prison, it's a lot of people in prison, so you don't necessarily get to know everybody or be cool with everybody. So, I don't know. It's a good thought, good theory. We'll see. But I think that ring is just like a one-of-a-kind custom joint that is going to attract attention, so we'll see.
Okay, Varel D. Peanut said they still offer military. I said that. It depends on how if your lawyer got a good mouthpiece, and you can get that deal sometimes.
Depends on the crime as well.
I said that when we talked about this before he even mentioned that he went in the Army. When we was talking about he was from the Army and they mentioned that stuff, I said he had a choice to either go to jail or go to the Army. And he went to the Army.
Yeah. Well, he was locked up, he said at first. But it depends. Yeah.
He got arrested. So, okay, he got arrested, got arraigned, and they probably gave him, look, we're going to give you this deal. Either you go to jail or go to the Army.
Right, that's what we don't know what he got arrested for either. That's why I say if it was a felony offense, they probably... Right, and that's why I say they could have said some of this stuff and, we could have had a little more to go off of. But, a lot of people I know in jail didn't get that option, so,
Okay, all right. Nita, jump on in there.
Yeah, I think the ring is going to definitely be traceable because it's so unique. I would think you would have to go over to the West Coast and try to do something with do something. You cannot do anything in the state of New York or go down to go somewhere. But I would say the West Coast because it just looks like it's custom made, kind of like. I don't know. I definitely nothing nowhere near New York. That's all I'm saying.
Well, maybe he need to take it to a different country. He need to take it to a different country. You better go to West Coast. You might as well keep right on flying. Yeah, keep right on flying to Dubai, somewhere else.
Right. So, what else are we talking about here?
That's it. Just these 2 points.
That thing is gonna. Yeah, I think Kane know exactly what he was doing with giving Tariq the ring.
Yep.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's going to track back to him anyway because he's the only one that's pulled the ring in his hand.
Go ahead, Moochie.
Y'all saying Kane knew exactly what he was doing with giving him the ring, but Effie gave him the ring. Effie had the ring in the bag in the back of the van.
She not pulling no calls. We don't know what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I wish they'd have had more time on this.
What I'm saying is, she pulled the ring out. Drew took it. He knew it was there, but she took the ring out.
You think they didn't check the bag and be like, where'd the ring go?
Yeah, they didn't talk about it.
That's why I'm saying, yeah.
How can I say this? Kane was more focused on the money. He saw the case, but he didn't actually see the ring. And you know him and his brother don't really talk like that.
This is why I go back to what I said.
I'm just going by what I saw.
Right.
What I saw when they came back after they came out the building, she looked at the ring and then she basically put it in her school jacket. I'm just saying. I mean, not a
They
jacket.
didn't show her put it in her jacket.
No, I said not her jacket. But she took it, so I'm assuming she like, I'm gonna hold this for Tariq. Like, so I'm just speculating now.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I go back to what I said earlier. They should have just spent more time on this, and that would have made a dope episode by itself. You know.
Hey, and then how we gonna make a dope episode on our reviews? That's what we doing. That's what they got us for. They just ain't giving us the check yet.
Yeah. fill in the blanks.
Right. That's what we here for. Okay, Moochie, it's about to be on you, and I'm gonna put this picture up here because you know what time it is.
We going to the last couple? All right.
It was more dysfunction at this last supper than what we saw when Jesus Christ was about to die. Whole fella. This last supper was full of everything, and I've got clips because this thing was so good. So, Moochie, before you take the flow, let me give you the second part of the clip of Diana going ham.
That means I broke NCAA regulations. At least one thing I lied about my age, that's gonna fuck up my draft. But I didn't lie. I didn't lie. You did. You lied.
This dude.
I'm a fucking killer. Now you've been lying us our whole fucking lives. I hope you had a good enough reason.
He been lying to himself. I thought he was 4 years younger than he was.
It took Steve that long to catch on.
Right.
She was breaking everything down.
You lied.
Moochie, does this look like the face of someone who could catch a baseball if he had a mitt on his hand?
Can catch a baseball.
Basketball, though.
Sure know nothing.
He ain't even care that she was his mama. He worried about that NC regulations.
Because he's a jock. All he gonna think about is basketball. That was his life.
I like a big basket with the balls. Boom!
Moochie, the floor is yours. Go wherever you want to go at this last supper.
Look, this whole scene, I was in here watching it at 1 a.m. screaming out, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay? I was screaming out. It was believable when Kane was holding back Monet from getting at Diana, because it looked like it took all his strength to hold her back from getting at that girl. And not for nothing, you see her jump back, but she wasn't backing down. You understand what I'm saying when I say that?
Right. Well, I don't know, Moochie. She did grab her daddy. When Monet jumped up, she did go grab Daddy's arm. She did grab Lorenzo's arm.
And Diana slammed that birth certificate down like a domino, yo. Domino.
Domino.
Look, I have to say, because you know, we Puerto Ricans, I know that's they shit, they domino. So look, she slammed it down like she had the winning domino.
Wow. By the way, in case y'all wonder, we broke the record again. 1,602 people showed up to see y'all talk this power talk. Can we get 1,602 likes? We are very grateful. Keep
putting that record up there.
Yeah, man, we're going to be doing something again this week, 9 p.m. all week this week. And we'll come back for the recap with my wife on Sunday at 3 p.m. J-Mo, talk about this family dinner, bruh. Talk about a dysfunctional family. Jeez.
Yeah, man, this was clearly the best part of the episode. She let everything out. In a way, she was wrong for doing the way she did it, but it needed to be done. Everybody had so many secrets, and Poppy was in the dark. He just came home to not knowing who the hell these people was. Wife got another kid, daughter is messing with the black guys with the cool talk and all that. I thought I told you this through Tariq. He like, Tariq? You with Tariq? She done got to weaken the knees. She wants some of that Tawinas. They done found condoms in the drawer and everything. You know what I'm saying? Monet tried to bust her out. And Dick old Kane, he mad. I knew you was gonna let him hit. Like, what? That's your sister. Like, you mad. Like she be mad at who you smash. Like, what the hell? But he was mad. You let him hit? Okay. It's like that, huh? Like, he was jealous or whatever. But he was real bold feeling himself when she put out there that you didn't put the sugar in the Coke. You didn't really gave us some booger sugar up in this piece, man. What the hell? He talking about, yeah, see, I'm the mastermind, and you wanted it to be Drew. It should be me. I got the plans to shake and, make things happen. Like, dude, you should die for that. If it was anybody else, Drew, you still climbing Mount Everett on the weekends? You still like to go hiking? What's up with that? Sitting on the peak of Mount Everett? You know what I mean? You supposed to kill that boy and not get killed by that boy. And, Monet, you got kids on the low. You didn't, your plan.
Did you notice Monet is throwing the cotton candy at Diana that she got from Coney Island?
She pick up anything. First thing she can get her hand on.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She gonna hit her with a pillow. Take that, bitch. That shit was nasty anyway, bitch. Your poppy bought it, so here, eat it. Shove it down your throat. I hope you choke. It was dry anyway, bitch. I ain't giving you no water. And she and then the plan of her trying to ride Zeke coattails and make money off his NBA career was out there. Zeke, he stole the show. I didn't lie. Mama said I was Zeke. You want to kill my teammate? Hey, Zeke is my best good friend. That don't happen too often. Even I know that. He can turn into Zeke up. Or then Zeke is my best good friend. Even I know that don't come around too often. You gonna come Lieutenant Dan? The Zeke did. I didn't lie. That's NCAA regulations. Man, he should have been like, man, I don't know either. Shoot, if the NCAA or NBA find out, I'm gonna be just as surprised as them. Like, what? I'm how old? Nah, I thought I was big for my age. I thought I was like my new Bobo. You call me Bobo. I thought I was just big, Big boned it. I thought I was big boned it.
All right, Nita, I'm gonna let you get in here, but I got another clip from the same situation to play because it was a lot. So, Nita, you get the last stab at this whole thing, but take a look at this clip.
So Zeke is your son?
Yes.
Okay.
And the father?
Yeah, who's the father? You should go.
You should go.
I made a video about this a week ago.
Now, what you still standing here for?
Right.
You should have been gone 3 seconds ago.
Right.
Take it away, Nita.
Man, it was so many classic lines at this dinner table. Like, whoever wrote this part, it was genius. I loved it. The thing was, Diana woke up that morning and she chose violence. And she came down there with a grenade.
Chose violence.
It up.
Game of Thrones.
You know what? The only thing she missed is she should have done it with a smile.
I believe that she didn't want to do it, but before they went out to Coney Island, she gave her a last opportunity when she said, "I need to talk to you," and she blew her off.
She tried.
When
she
blew
did
her
try
off,
that.
and she was like, "All right, F it, I'm gonna just go in on everybody."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Especially when the information got dropped on her about Tariq. When she started questioning her, that line of questioning to deflect, she just threw everybody under the bus.
I know a lot of things.
The part I didn't understand was they all knew she was with Tariq. So So why would y'all create a hostile environment for somebody that knows everything?
Right. That was their plan to make her be with Tariq.
Y'all made her explode.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's
backfire.
Right.
And then when they said Everett was still alive, he said, "Oh, Everett is still with us." I thought that line was funny.
Yeah, that was fire.
He was just so lost. He was so lost. She came out there with an AK-47 spray at everybody. Lorenzo was like, "What? Is this right?"
What about Zeke? What about Zeke? Everett, my teammate?
My teammate? He my best good friend.
Right.
I'm leaving.
Kill my teammate for what? He's like, "Man, I'm gone." It was like everything.
He passed me balls.
But not for nothing, this scene was everything this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sitting here talking about stuff didn't matter or stuff didn't add up or some should have been an episode, some should have been in another episode. This scene right here made the episode. I don't know why everybody talking about it. People are comparing it to the scene in Why Did I Get Married when Jill Scott's husband dropped all the bombs at the table and they couldn't even finish their meal and he got knocked out with the glass or whatever the other dude. So this scene was everything. It made it, it was the best episode of the installment of the second season.
What? You think this was better than 5 and 6?
Everything else.
5 and 6 to me was a build up, but this explosive part, yeah,
it made up for everything that I kind of was like, turning my nose up at. It kind of made up for it. So the fact that we got that greatness, I was just like, yes, that was it for me. But yeah, I definitely love that scene. But yeah, Diana, she did not come to play.
But this was a build up. Only thing I was disappointed with the chef's death.
Okay. Chef's death is the only thing you was disappointed with. So, Moochie, we're down to the last thing I want to cover with y'all tonight so that you can get on the JMO channel a little early.
Are we going to talk about Boo's ashy feet?
That's what we got. That's exactly what we got to talk about, but I'm still sad. Let me put on my funeral glasses again because I don't know this shit yet.
Look, y'all need to put up a key lock because we ain't even going to be able to put that up no more because she's gone, y'all. Put up a key lock.
So, when people I care about die, I put on my funeral shade because it lets you wipe your eye and blow your nose at the same damn time.
Did you make those?
That's a good idea.
That's actually creative.
So we are to the last scene where my wonderful, wonderful TV wife, who I cut her loose, and now that she's gone, I feel some kind of way.
Check out Smith.
She gets a visit to her house from Monet, and Monet's in there got the audacity, the unmitigated gall, to be complaining about she done lost her whole family off the mistakes and choices her ass makes. So she comes in here, and what we assume is that she made Professor Addiction have a choice. Either I'm going to kill you or you're going to kill yourself. Because I know exactly where my son is going to go, and it ain't me. And then later on, what do we see? We see my baby hanging we see my baby hanging from a pole or something, like the KKK got her ass. And she been up there so long, her feet done got ashy, but her toenails look good. J-Mo, you get the first crack at this, man. Damn it, man. I just can't hold myself.
Man, I was talking about this on my channel the last couple days, and I mean, anything you say, it is the same rebuttal. You can say she didn't have to do it, but people do say that about pretty much everybody that commits suicide. They didn't have to do it, or they shouldn't have did it. So I'm going to go with, I don't think that Monet did it. Now, some people were saying, well, she held her at gunpoint and told her to do it. What type of options are those? Either I'm going to die by you shooting me, or I'm going to die by choking myself and hanging. Just shoot me then. What either choice? I'm dead.
Jay, Jay, that's the same option that was given to Jeffrey Epstein in prison. That's the same exact option.
Well, they couldn't have shot him in prison, because then how would you have gotten shot in prison? That would have then led to other things. She's not in prison.
Said that they could have said he tried to break out from whoever the guard was, and the guard had to shoot him, and they would have covered it up the same way they covered it up now.
I don't know about that one. That's a good theory, but in prison, you can't necessarily get shot that easy by a gun. If you have somebody at gunpoint and you threatening to kill them, and you say your only option is kill yourself, well then shit, just shoot me then. Because what, I'm going to make it easy for you to get away with the crime? And then some people say, well, maybe Monet did it after she whatever. That woman can't pick her up and put her and hang her and do that. The dead weight is heavy. So I think that she was feeling despair and probably felt that she had no way out and no future. She already said to Monet she lost everything. I know the door was left open. That is weird. Maybe she left it open so she don't be in there stinking, because ain't nobody coming to look for her. Maybe she ain't want a closed casket. Maybe she wanted her mama at least to see her. I don't know. You know, I'm just saying, maybe she left the door open, but I think she, you know, did it to herself. I don't think Monet did it. Although Monet did say, as long as he got you, he ain't gonna come back to me. Why would she think he got her when they ain't actually been together since she got her window bust out?
He texted her though.
She didn't respond.
She didn't have a chance. She was at the door.
Yeah, but even if he was talking to her, don't mean he would never come back to Monet. And she could have easily said, you know, I'm not going to mess with you, because she know Monet a killer. So
you know what it made me think about? I don't know if anybody saw the movie White Atlanta.
White Atlanta?
Yeah, White Atlanta with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh.
She talked the woman into killing herself.
I ain't seen that movie.
And I feel like at the last minute, they had that little bonding moment where they both had a bad day. And they did the bond, and for some reason, it feels like she talked her into it.
Everybody talked her into everything this episode. Then she just
I feel like she was defeated. All who needed to show was Tate. Tate would have showed up. He would have got the booty tonight.
He would have talked her out them draws too. They didn't talk her out the draws.
Just gave her a hug and everything, and he would have got the booty tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know. Hopefully we'll see. We see that she is going to be in the next episode as a dream or a throwback moment or something. So maybe they'll fill in some of the blanks.
She is. I didn't know that.
I'm hoping that she's still alive. That's what
in memories.
I'm hoping she's alive, because I've already discussed this with my wife, and I said I'm gonna take her back as my TV wife. I gotta save this woman from what could have possibly. We just seen what she is going to do to herself, and me and Tate got to save her. So she's alive. I'm going to take her back.
Tariq going to have a dream and dream about her, and then he going to wake up and find out she dead. That's how she coming back.
No, Moochie. No. Nita, take the wheel, Nita. Look at me. Moochie, take the wheel.
Now, what I will say is she's absolutely dead. You know, like when, like if you are fighting for your life to happen.
Nita.
No, you listen. Like your feet dangling and moving, and you be you struggling and stuff like that. There was none of that.
Like, we gotta come on, son, for you, Lamar. Somebody said, "Come on, son. You know she dead. Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Come on, son."
Yeah, I think she is though, because if your feet are not moving, you're not struggling for your breath or your life or anything like that. Even when you are attempting to do it, I still see people kind of fighting it. Like the fact that we see nothing, no kind of movement in her feet, leads me to think that she is gone.
Somebody said she was doing pull-ups.
I believe
she doing pull-ups.
She was doing pull-ups. I saw
that. You know, Courtney promised a big death, major death. So is the major death Professor Addiction or Little Rock?
I don't see neither one of them as major.
Neither one to me.
Me neither.
They don't make an impact at all. Like,
no.
I mean, she only affects Zeke to me. And
right.
The thing about I think Monet made her do it. I think she planned it out. She made her do a suicide note. Mm-hmm. I think she made her go up there and do that at gunpoint. Mm-hmm. And she probably didn't need much convincing because of the circumstances she was in. So,
yeah. Somebody said, "How do you know that's not Lauren?" They wearing the same outfit. She wearing the same outfit when
she had that red. Yeah. She had that red outfit on.
Yeah, that's the outfit. Now, for those of you that want me to get over it, was y'all the same ones that when I first said in week number 2 that she was going to be the one to die, y'all dumbasses kept jumping in my DMs. Oh, they can't have 2 professors dead. Oh, no. And it almost made me change my opinion. Are y'all saying that now that y'all trying to cheer me on that she's dead? No, I want her to live. Damn it. You live, Professor Addiction, because I am
never
lost.
Die.
Ghosts never die.
She's going to come back as a ghost.
Ghosts never die because they already dead.
Okay, shout out to Daddy VD. She said, can you buy your TV wife some lotion?
Look, hey, Moochie, let me say this, Moochie. You saw yesterday I was trying to pour out some baby oil, but my wife wouldn't let me.
I know, I remember. She said you better not pour that on my floor.
She did not let her pour that.
She was like, you better not pour that.
And the reason I was trying to pour out the baby oil is because I seen these feet, and I know that a lot of men have used baby oil on Professor Addiction, so I was going to pour out a little baby oil, and my wife took the bottle. She yanked the bottle right out of my hand.
You're supposed to pour out a little liquor, not pour out a little oil.
No, for this woman, you pour out oil because she's had a lot of oil on that body. So you pour out the oil.
Oil of Olay.
You got that right. Lay it down.
I believe Monet basically convinced her to kill herself. I mean, with a gun's help too, but she did what she did. It started out nice, but then look, if you don't do it, I'm gonna shoot you up.
Yeah, it did take a dark turn. You heard what she said.
So this is a question I got for you, Moochie. What's gonna happen to Detective Waiting to Exhale? What's up with him now? What use do we have for him?
They might pin this case on Carrie now. If they don't find out, they might pin this case on Carrie, but someone else was telling me a little theory about how they think Monet is going to go to jail.
Plus, Zeke came there with his fingerprints all on the door and everything. He'd been texting her.
I hope Zeke. Well, Zeke got. They could say Zeke had motive to make her hang herself too.
Or he did it. He's strong enough to do it.
Yeah, because they could say he's strong enough to do it. You're absolutely right, Jay. They could say she's strong enough to do it because she messed up his opportunity.
Right, she almost ruined his career, so he took her out so she don't never change his mind. I didn't lie. He lied.
She gonna ruin my career.
Right.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have enjoyed entertaining y'all tonight. I had a record number turnout tonight. We've got 1,602 that turned out. Please be sure to like the video. Subscribe to everybody that you see on this panel. They've all got channels. And J-Mo is going to have the after party on his channel as soon as we get off. Moochie will be back with me tomorrow. I have that crazy Miss K and another special guest. And I might have to have me some backup tomorrow, too, because I know Miss K going to be trying to come from my neck, but there's nothing she can do. Nothing she can do. Diana had the grenade, and she used it. Oh, man, she used it. So I'm going to wish you guys well tonight. Go follow J-Mo on his channel. Till that next Sex is Hell video. Oh, we got a super chat. Last super chat. Zeke is about to go to a foster care.
know what?
Don't you know
foster care.
Zeke been too old to go to a foster home for like 6 years now. So he can't go to no foster home. So, but I appreciate that super chat. That's a good one. We out of here. Hit JMO up. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Y'all.